Take two. Anyway, today we're just gonna be doing a quick video on this deck. It's just a Galaxy Photon Dragon deck. A little bit of a fact: I've actually never lost with this deck. It seems to be working very well. It really does get the job done, and this is obviously Dueling Network. And I don't know about. But there's a lot of different problems out there in Dueling Network, and for dueling wise, this really does fix them, in my opinion. Okay, let's just get started. Obviously, a Galaxy Photon Dragon sucks because he cannot be supposed to summon without tributing 2 monsters with 2,000 more attack. And I'll get to one of the spell cards later. Galaxy Knight, really good for basically just getting out Galaxy Photon Dragon if he's in the graveyard, but this guy regardless loses 1,000 attack for the turn. At the end turn, he gains that 1,000 to 2,800 again during your opponent's turn. Light and Darkness Dragon, he's also a dark attributed, so if your opponent needs something like that, whatever. Tyranno, good defense. Crusher, Photon Crusher, this is where the photons come in. But I'll skip him, go on to the last Galaxy card, which is Galaxy Wizard. Just getting out, he can increase his level by 4 for some level 8 XYZs. But he's also good for getting 1 Galaxy card from your deck to your hand, except Galaxy Wizard. So he's really good for that. On the Photon cards, Photon Crusher, if this card attacks, it changes the defense position at the end of the damage step. He's good for level 4 summoning, but Photon Thrasher, pretty good for level 4, having 2,100, but while you control another monster, if you control another monster, this card cannot attack. But basically, this card is just for getting a good first or second turn attack or whatever. Honest, just so that way you can, if you activate his effect for Photon, or for this Galaxy, Photon Dragon, whatever, he's gonna be beastly. Spell cards. Photon Sanctuary. Okay, anyway, this guy is for summoning 2 Photon tokens with 2,000 attack in defense position. These tokens can attack or used for synchro. Highlight that synchro. Does it look like I have any synchros in my extra deck? No. Anyway, but they're mainly for getting out this guy because they have 2,000. That's what I was talking about whenever I said just wait for it. 3 of them, 3 trade-ins. The big guys of the deck like Photon Dragon, Knight, Darkness Dragon, Tyranno, and mostly all of the level 8s are gonna be, well, level 8s. The other ones are level 4s. So trade-in's gonna be really good. 1 Dark Hole, that's a staple right there. Galaxy Expedition, really just to really get out any Galaxy or Photon monster you really want to. Galaxy Charity, or Galactic Charity, just for discarding 1 card, drawing cards. It's not really, you don't really want to activate this the turn you want to OTK because it has any damage you're gonna take. 3 MSTs against staple. Photon Lead, special summon 1 level 4 lower light monster from your deck in face of attack position. Yeah. Galaxy Zero, this guy's for really good for like getting out these guys. Yeah. Galaxy Zero, just for getting out stuff like Photon Dragon or any really level 8 or Photon or whatever card. Just for XYZ summoning. 1 D Prison. I really think I should put 2 in by getting rid of Solemn Warning, because Solemn Warning is not the best card in the world. I really never draw this card, even though it is a quick play. I never draw this card. Anyway, Bottomless Trap Hole, I really love this card. Next one, Tachyon Chaos Hole. It's basically for getting out XYZs onto the extra deck, which is actually a really big part of this deck. Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, really good card. All cards on the field are negated currently on the field, so it sucks is that even your own monsters. But basically, you actually cannot summon this guy. Basically, if you use this effect can only actually be activated if you actually have Photon Galaxy Photon Dragon as XYZ summon. So anyway. Negate the effects of all other face-up monsters currently on the field. Left one turn, you can detach 1 XYZ material from this card. Detach all XYZ material monsters from monsters your opponent controls. Right there, it says your opponent's control. This deck is mainly revolving around XYZs, but if your opponent's deck isn't, you're screwed. Anyway, for this guy's effect, this guy's not the big. This guy's the ultimate guy that I get out like only once. Anyway, but this card gains 500 attack for each. Also, it can attack up to as many times during the battle phase this turn. Really good card for an OTK if your opponent has like at least two. The guy needs at least two, because if the guy has one, this guy gains 500 attack. Is it trying to fast? No, that's actually forever. It gets 500 attack, sure, 5,000. That's perfect. Whatever. But there's a problem. He can only attack once per turn, and if you want that OTK, you need two. Even at 4,000, that's going to be an OTK. It's going to be 9,000 damage. The next card is the main guy, the number 62 Galaxy S Prime Photon Dragon. This guy's amazing. 2 level 8 monsters. This card attacks, or is attacked during the damage calculation in either player's turn. You can attach one XYZ material from this card once per battle. This card gains attack equal to the combined ranks of all XYZ material monsters currently on the field times 200 during that damage calculation only. I'm repeating that. Well, I'm repeating it. But anyway, if this card is in the opponent's opponent if this card is in its opponent's owner's control and is destroyed by battle or destroyed by opponent card effect while it has Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as an XYZ material or XC material, you can special summon this card during your second standby phase after activation and double its attack. Any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent is halved unless it has Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon as an XYZ material. This card, with his effect, if whenever he attacks and he's destroyed, whatever, your turn, you're in your turn, his turn, on your turn. Is it during your standby phase? During your second standby phase. So basically, you end your turn, your opponent's turn, you end your turn, that turn after that, then your opponent's turn, then that turn you get a special summon this guy from your graveyard onto the field, but he doesn't actually have any Galaxy Eyes, so his attack is halved. We have to remember that his attack is also doubled to 8,000, so if he's attacking directly, he's doing 4,000 damage. That's basically standard. Anyway, number 107, 107, Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon. Tachyon Dragon, he's really good. He gains 1,000 attack and defense for each time, but only until the end of the battle phase. Also, it can make a second attack during each battle phase. So basically, it could be a second. He's mainly in there for looks, not very. I did use him a couple times. And by the way, just as I mentioned, I've only been in like 10 or so games. I didn't mention this. I mentioned last time. But they freaking screw it. This guy's okay, but he's mainly in there for clearing the field. Even if he has to sacrifice himself for the bigger guys. Divine Dragon Knight. It's just so that way. It's just for basically stopping effects. Utopia, stable. Okay. He's basically in there just so that way. Basically, just so that way he has 2 tries. He has 2 tries just to get it right now, and he has a 25 attack, so he's a pretty good beater. This guy just really Photon Populoperative. Screw you. It's just for basically changing defense to attack, and then it loses that 600 attack. This guy it's a burn card just to get a good, nice standard. Yeah. Okay, start again. Basically, it's just so that way he can do 1,000 damage. So now this guy, number 49. I just realized that it actually has 3 and then 9. I noticed that in the show. I just didn't even realize that in real life. The Silent Honor Arc number 101, pretty good because this guy can take your opponent's monster and equip it to this one, and then it does 2100 plus that monster's attack. Pretty good. Star Liege Lord Galaxion. Basically, just for special summoning one Galaxy foes under from your hand. If you sacrifice one extra Z material, if you sacrifice two, you get special summoning from your deck. And I have two of them. Yeah, one Gaga Cowboy, just so that way he basically gains 300 attack, 3,000 attack, because he gains 1,000 to 2,500, plus your opponent loses 500, so it's basically gaining 3,000. Star Liege Palinamo, whatever. This guy, I don't even know why this guy's in here. I could get rid of him, but I'm not going to. I really hope you guys like this deck. Try it for yourself. I mean, as long as the first couple of games for me, I won. Even though I was still getting used to the deck, I won. But you have to really remember, like, I used to be stubborn, and I would always get upset at a deck that didn't let me win the first couple of times. Like, Black Wings is like this deck. My Black Wing deck is basically like this deck that just allows me to win every single freaking game. But there's other decks, like my main Slifer deck that I got rid of, but my Slifer deck I normally didn't win because he was able to kill me before I got Slifer Sky Dragon out with Hardened Dragon, his Hardened Dragon effect, he'll basically be an actual god. But you know what? It is what it is. But I started to get used to the combinations and everything. I edited I edited out a couple cards, put in a couple putting cards that I actually needed, and the deck will probably rock house on every single one of you guys. No, I'm kidding. But it probably wouldn't rock house. On most of you, but I don't even have it anymore. If I look in here, I have Ultimate Tunes, OTK, Machina, Immortals, Earthbound Immortals, Dark Magic, Cyber, and Black Wings. Those are all my decks. Anyway, but if you want to see any of those, just leave a thingy, whatever it's called. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll just show you guys that. Anyway, this is Everything or Random Gaming, signing off. So, just basically all I'm asking you guys to do is just keep on